My name is Jeremiah Logeman with Flags Over Wisconsin. My passion is making artwork that people can afford. This business gives me the opportunity to make that artwork and save tons and tons of material out of landfills at the same time.
The first barn I helped build was for my father in 1947. It was red. My younger brother painted the barn. It had green shingles on it, green lock shingles, which you don't see anymore.
The barn is a centerpiece to the Wisconsin farm.
We used the barn basically until 10 years ago, 12 years ago. And then it just sat there until Jeremiah come along and tore it down.
If you don't use a barn, it falls apart, it ages fast. And this is one way to keep that barn alive.
It was a dream come true. I mean, it was pretty cool that he was able to salvage the building itself.
I take down barns, I take down every part of them, and I try to use every bit of them to make art that people appreciate.
About 2 years ago, my girlfriend Tracy gave me a flag that was made by Jeremiah. When I unwrapped it, just sitting there looking at the flag, I was totally overcome with emotions.
I take a barn down completely, and I take every bit of it, and I use every bit of it.
And it's something you don't think about of repurposing wood, but Jeremiah repurposes nails, and I think that's incredible.
I make things that you can't buy in a store. I make things that are intrinsic to people's lives.
Jeremiah made a outline of Wisconsin with the thin blue line kind of offsetting the red and white stripes that are on there. He was able to kind of personalize it for me and make it my own, not just something that's been kind of assembled and strapped together and delivered.
At first, the passion was telling the stories of our local heritage through artwork.
Jeremiah's pride and passion in what he does comes through in every bit of it.
It's amazing the heart that he puts into each and every piece that he does.
I think the passion just starts with, you can see the quality that's in there in the product and the attention to detail.
Definitely. He's very passionate about what he does.
The first passion was just telling the story of our local history and telling that story through artwork. But that quickly moved to a whole different passion, which I think is more powerful, it's more impactful in our society, and that's keeping the material out of our landfills.
Yeah, so if Jeremiah wasn't doing this, that material would end up here. Anytime that material is not recycled, reused, reclaimed, it's gonna come into a landfill like what's behind us. So it's gonna go into a hole in the ground and be buried. It's a bunch of resources. This is wood that grew and people cut it down and it had a purpose, but it's a bunch of resources that we're wasting.
Even if just one other is lucky enough to receive the gift that I did from Jeremiah, the world's a better place. It sounds corny, but it's true. Jeremiah has given so much back by doing this.